Settlement day on this beautiful Collegeville home on Hidden Forest Drive. Gonna grab the sign before my people get here and take it to settlement for the listing agent. I got here about a half an hour early for our final walkthrough, and I like to take the sign out of the yard so that people really feel like they own the house when they walk up to it. I'm going to grab that lockbox too and take that to settlement, but also going to just walk through real quickly before my folks get here and start making sure that everything is as it should be, so that they can enjoy their walkthrough and not worry about things so much. And look at that. I love it when home sellers leave flowers or champagne or something like that for their buyers, and they've taken the time to write little notes and make sure that my folks understand what keys go where and so on. We're off to a good start. Testing all the burners. Going to turn on the oven to make sure that is working. I'll come back to that later to make sure it's warm. Going to check in all the cabinets and closets of the house to make sure random stuff didn't get left behind. But we'll see if that bothers my people or not. Overall, I have to say, despite that refrigerator, the house is looking very clean. And it's a big house. It's a lot to do when you're selling, to get everything out and make sure the house is clean. And sometimes it takes people longer than they think to make that all happen. Look at this yard. Oh my gosh, it's so wonderful. And I can imagine this, in the cooler months, which we're in right now, lighting up that fire, and in the spring and summer, the family out here enjoying this beautiful yard with their little boy. Up on the second floor now, and let's go into the primary suite. Again, I'm just looking for any kind of damage that might have happened during the move, any random personal property that might have been left. And I also want to make sure that the plumbing is working. So I'm going to turn on the sinks and get some hot water going. They left toilet paper. That's so thoughtful. And the toilets are working. I'll go in that shower later and turn that on as well. Just gonna let that water run for a sec. Let's see the primary closet. Ooh, I could put a lot of pocketbooks in here. Nice. We got hot water. I'm gonna quickly run through all the other bedrooms on this second floor. And I will say there's just a little cosmetic work that needs to be done here to update things. But this is a fantastic house, and it's a lot of house. And that's what my guys wanted. They have one child now. They were planning to have another, and they wanted a home that they could expand into and live in for a very, very long time. And here is the room up here where that back staircase we saw earlier comes up from, and that goes down to that garage door and the back door. Here's laundry. Nice laundry room in there. Let's take a look up on the third floor. Up on the third floor, there's a loft space up here. Former owners used it as a playroom. It's a little dark, I think, to be an office. It could be an office. Although you do have light coming in here. And then it's just attic storage space and ductwork and so on. I'm down the basement now, and here's where we often find things that owners have left behind that buyers are like, and they have to throw it away, but the seller thought that they were being helpful. We have the obligatory cans of old paint here. My guys probably aren't going to want that, but we'll deal with it. And then there was some furniture here that we did know was going to be left behind, and that was a little conversation my guys had with the sellers prior to settlement that they wanted this furniture. This is a wonderful space, by the way. And then there's storage here, and another bathroom, and I'll be checking out this plumbing. Testing the oven. The oven is hot. My client should be here in about 5 minutes. I like to do my own little walkthrough before their walkthrough so that they can focus on the house and the enjoyment of them becoming the owners in about an hour, instead of any kind of stress around figuring out if everything works or if there's some crazy stuff that's left behind in the house. When that does happen, if I'm here early, then it gives me time to get on the phone with the listing agent, and I'm not in front of my buyers doing that. And I'm either negotiating the removal of personal property or the repair of something, or I'm lining up a contractor to come in and give an estimate. And I have time to do that without the stress of doing it in front of my client. So anyhow, this one's a big thumbs up. The house looks great, and I think they're going to be super excited.